Greetings. My name is Dr. Waddell Brooks, Sr., your host, and this is Community Focus. We have with us on the line an exemplary person, Shontell Holdman. She's a recent paralegal graduate, Chicago, Illinois. Good morning, Ms. Holdman.
Good morning, Dr. Brooks. How are you?
Fine. We're very happy that you took time from your busy schedule to be with us on Community Focus. You know, we look all over the area, and when we meet people that we feel Lake County should know, then we invite them to be on a program, and we're very happy that you have accepted it. Now, Lake County is approximately 750,000 people, but I don't know how many up at 5 o'clock this Sunday morning listening to the program, but we have quite an audience on Sunday mornings. Tell our listening audience a little bit about your personal and professional background.
Okay, first of all, Dr. Brooks, I would like to thank you very much. I'm honored that you chose me to speak about my professionalism as well as a little bit about myself.
Okay.
I'm very honored. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I have been in the medical field for over 20 years. 20 years. I started at a young age of just being there for individuals that are in need of just compassion, loyalty, commitment. Mm-hmm. And I was raised with my mother and father at a young age just to be there for anyone that is in need. So at this particular time, I work for the public, the government, and I do numerous things for the county, Cook County. A lot of times people are very unease because the situation that they're in. Mm-hmm. But whenever someone comes to our facility and have any questions, I try to fulfill any desires of unease feelings to get past areas that they have medically in a spiritual, uplifting way, to let them know that, you know, everyone goes through different things and have different situations that's going on in their life, but it's not over and it's not the end of the world. And I'm just so pleased to be able to join in a passion on a daily level to help and assist, aid people that are less fortunate in different areas. I have also recently graduated from a passion that I have in a legal format recently, and I was able to do different things on the level of having different experiences in a legal matter of briefing, petitions, divorce. I had one-on-one on actually being able to organize different things to give me the structure of moving forward in a legal format. So it's a variety of things that I have been in for a while, even civil rights for Martin Luther King. Yes, it's very intriguing to be around such prominent individuals that mold you into the individual that you are. And when having matriarchs and different factors that people go through in life, and seeing that life is not the end of the world when you're going through things, just have to be strong and structured and organized in a base factor way. And I just really appreciate the time and the stepping stones that I have went through to accomplish many goals and expectations in life.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's I like to remind our listening audience that the exemplary person that they're listening to is Shontell Holdman, recent paralegal graduate, and I was unaware of the many other exemplary things that she's doing. She's was involved in civil rights, in the medical field, now the legal field. But tell us, Ms. Holdman, what piqued your interest to shift, or maybe work in all three areas? You probably work in all three areas still now: civil rights, medical, and also legal. And you mentioned just because your passion for people.
Yes, yes. The passion that I have to help and assist and aid individuals that is not as familiar with different areas, like in the medical field, is a lot of times people are going through physical and emotional factors. I work under psychiatrists, and a lot of times people are on the level of it's the end of the world. And I'm able to be a part of giving them the insight of life is what you make of it, and if you put your foot forward, it may not go as fast as you want, but you just have to continue that road in order to be uplifting. And civil rights, same thing. You know, if Martin Luther King didn't do what he was ordained to do, he would not have stood up to the different factors that transpired to the point that led him for the march for many of us. So he spoke out very firmly and diligently to the point that he had the structure to bring many, many people and many lives together for the good of just one factor. So being together as one, sometimes people just need that little guidance and a leader that has the structure to stand regardless of what the situation may be or what it may hold for them in the future. All of it is pretty much mapped together in the structure of just standing between whatever is going on in the mindset of this too shall end, but you must just continue the path in order to stand and be structured. And a lot of people benefit from it. I have several people that come to me for aid and assistance in so many different ways. And a lot of times, you know, just a few encouraging words would give them the desire that they can, move forward. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we're talking with Shontell Holdman, a recent paralegal graduate, sharing with us her passion. And Shontell, there's a young lady, high school graduate, contemporary with my youngsters at North Chicago Community High School. She's Dr. Pamela Smith. She decided that she was interested in helping people in the medical field, so she went to Howard University in Washington, D.C., and her passion was to come back to Cook County Hospital, and she could have gone to many different practices, just set her own practice and did many other things. But she wanted to come to Cook County Hospital, and I think that's known as Stroger Hospital now, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And she's still there, and that's been, oh my goodness, since about the early 80s, I guess. And she's still there because she had a passion for helping people in the medical field. And I think that's just, fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about some of the challenges that you have been confronted by being in the field that you're in.
By working for the same company as Dr. Pamela Smith works for, it's challenging after, the first day. It could be challenging. I want to say the first year I started, it was one of those things of you have the passion to help people and give them the services above and beyond. But when the management crew is not where it needs to be in a structured, organized way, but you must organize different things in order to have things to go appropriately and efficiently. So the challenges within a large company, as long as you have the organization skills and to manage a large volume of individuals in an appropriate way on the same level, uniform, it makes a big difference. But if it's not uniform and it's discombobulated, it will make the whole matter and the whole business just discombobulated. Now, since I've been with the county for over 12 years, I have seen several changes, and the changes has been very dramatic in the last 2 years. They have a dramatic change that has just really turned completely around, and the changes for the good of the people. And it's not one of those things of, okay, you come to a facility and they don't respect and honor your presence as soon as you come through the door. They have so much respect and admiration for the patients now. They give them, they notify them of different appointments, notify them of different medical coverages that are out here for them. They do a whole lot of different things that at first they didn't do. It was one of those things of some people when they're raised by a single household or even a two-parent household, parents would say, do as I say and not as I do. And sometimes they will carry, the children would carry that on with their businesses or mindset and their careers, do as I say and not as I do. And that's a horrible thing, a mindset to have when you have thousands of people underneath you, because it always could be rocky. But if you do it on a uniform level, it'll be structured. And now we have structure within the company, and it's a pleasure to actually come to work and be here for the individuals that some are underprivileged, some come with insurance carriers that are wonderful, but they treat them as a whole. It's a uniform now, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to be.
You also, in the legal field, I'm thinking of high school dropouts, for example. We have suspensions, we have expulsions, and so forth. And I think that what the youngsters need is guidance, because once they get a felony on their record at an early age, and that may have some effect on them for their whole lifetime. We have organizations like the Coalition to Reduce Recidivism, but what we need is some programs to keep that youngster from getting into the system. And because if the Coalition to Reduce Recidivism is after they get out, so they need some counseling, some guidance, I guess, at the high school level, in which the reason our prison system is overcrowded is because they're not getting, and the system needs people like you that interested in paralegal to try to give them some assistance. Now, they have so many plea bargaining cases, for example, especially among minorities. but I don't know. Maybe you can shed some light on the whole area about the prison system and how the paralegal program works there.
Okay, and if I
maybe I'm all over the place, but I got so many. You can see as I have a passion myself too, and want to know what can we do to try to turn this around.
Okay. Now, as I said, I recently graduated, but it was this one professor that I learned so much from, and his name, if I can add, Attorney Sean Baker.
Okay.
Amazing man, amazing, very educational, very uplifting, very structured. He taught me a whole lot. But prior to going for paralegal, I did my own research. I did my own cases for myself. But when I attended school, it has to be structured. We're in a uniform world, and it has to be structured to the point that the head has to lead. So attorneys have to lead the paralegal, and a lot of times we do the briefings and research, just different things in that nature. But the only advice that I can definitely give, having such a wonderful teacher as Sean Baker, Attorney Sean Baker, the advice for the youth and their parents and ancestors, it's all about research. It's all about research. The times that we have nowadays, everything is electronically ready. So if you type in a word, it'll give you multiple things to address, and something that can give you that ease. Like I stated prior to when I was talking about the medical field that I've been in for many, many years and working for the county and the government, everything is on a level of, if you put the information that is intriguing or something that is needed to be addressed in front of you and, research it, then you'll get the answer that is needed. Because sometimes children and the parents have issues that they would like to address, but they have no clue in how to address it. And the internet is a beautiful thing. You could type in a word, and it will give you what you need to take you to the next level you need to go before you even go to, get an attorney or anything of that nature. Because the laws of our land is, the highest one is the Constitution. And as long as, you abide by certain things, it's just, everything is out there for you to comprehend, but you have to know your rights. And being in high school and, when you take the Constitution, a lot of the stuff is right there. It's right there at your fingertips. It's right there at the fingertips. But, yeah, I'm limited in different things that I am able to discuss on that matter. But
yeah, because this is really an attorney.
All about research.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes, because this is mostly in an attorney's area.
Absolutely.
That I was addressing. You mentioned about the Constitution of the United States, but prior to the Constitution, that was the Articles of Confederation. That's prior to, and we look at George Washington as the first president of the United States, but he was the first president under the ratified Constitution of the United States. But under the Articles of Confederation, that was a young man John Hanson, Hanson. If you Google that, you find out he was the first president of the Articles of Confederation. He just happened to be an African American too. John Hanson, but and we don't get African American history in our high school, so I thought I would throw that out so that the listening audience may Google John Henson and they could get a little bit of that this morning. Well, what is your ultimate goal? You just finished as a paralegal, but what's your ultimate goal?
Well, I have an interest of actually working to get more knowledge in an area that can assist and aid a lot of people, and that's in the bankruptcy area. Because a lot of times people don't know better, so they don't do better.
Okay.
And it's we have lessons that can take us through our life, and the biggest lesson is learning how to manage your money.
Okay.
Learning how to manage your time, learning how to manage your family life, to put it all together for the factor of to have uniformity, to have children raised properly. And if you don't have food to serve your children, if you don't have money to pay your bills, if you don't know how to structure the little stuff, because it doesn't take much to live. It doesn't take much to raise a child, but you have to have uniformity and you have to have structure. And a lot of times with individuals that's discombobulated with their financial lives are not able to concentrate on the smallest thing of just making dinner or just having dinner around the family table discussing how was your day, things of that nature. So yeah, I'm looking to gear as far as bankruptcy to give people at ease of comfort financial, because it's an honor to actually work for a company large like the county company. It's an honor because each and every day you have different individuals to come in with different situations, and it's a blessing to be able to be in the midsection of individual that is kind of wavering. If you have a structured line that you're following, a lot of times your mind can be at ease because, like it says in the Bible, God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but He gave us a spirit of sound mind. And when you have a sound mind, you're able to accomplish a whole lot of things. And I'm here to be a servant and be able to assist some that they feel like is really hard and overwhelming, but it's really not. If you have that sound mind to keep you on a strong, structured area. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, this exemplary person that you're listening to is Shontell Holdman. She definitely is a person that Lake County should know. And Ms. Holdman, if Chicago had more people like you, I'm sure we wouldn't have a record number of youngsters getting lives are taken away from them by their own peers. They need this type of structure that you're talking about, and you're just the person that could lead this. And I salute you, and I wish you all of the success in setting up your own office and garnering people that can surround you to accomplish your goal. I think this is fantastic. So thank you very much for appearing on Community Focus to let us know what you're involved in. Gee whiz, you're civil rights, in the medical field, legal field, and you have it all. And I'm looking forward to hearing about you in the future.
Okay.
And it sounds like it in the near future. And your office will probably have men and women surrounding you, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. 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 I just might add, once again, just doing everything as a whole, because we're here to help and unite all across the board. Mm-hmm. And yes, I'm looking forward to that as well. And I truly appreciate you, Dr. Brooks, and I thank you so much.
And it sounds like this will be multicultural too, right?
Absolutely. It sure will. Yes.
It just not affect just one group of people, but all people are affected. Tell us about your family. Now, it's the First Baptist Church in Lake Forest. I think Pastor Fletcher, I guess, is the pastor, and you had a cousin that recently passed there, maybe the last couple of years. Some people may know her. Was it Weilemeyer or Willemeyer? How you?
Whittemeyer.
Whittemeyer.
Sherry Whittemeyer. Yes.
Okay, and the family is still active in Lake Forest, then, right?
Actually, not Lake Forest, but they're one in Zion, another in North Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And their parents, which was my cousin, his name was Juno Whittemeyer, that married Sherry Whittemeyer many, many years ago. Mm-hmm. And they came together as one, had 3 children, raised their family there, and they both are now departed. But before they departed, they really put a prominent family together and a unity together. Mm-hmm. My cousins both were military orientated. One worked for Abbott, and one was just listed for 20 years in the armed forces. So it was just structure all the way around. So, I'm just used to structure and togetherness and familyness. When I once again started for the medical field, I wanted to reach out to different nationalities, and I speak some Spanish for the purpose of the patients, because sometimes when people come to a facility and they feel like they're alone because some people don't speak their language. Okay. And a lot of times my coworker, they might have a client or a patient on the phone, and they'll ask me to just get a few little, give them some information to find out what they need, or when they come into the office. They may not be able to speak anything. So I speak Spanish according to the position, but I want to go further in being fluent. But whenever I switch over to a different position, I always try to get 1 or 2 languages down pat so I can assist and aid someone, so it won't be so overwhelming for them.
Right. All I know is poquito, and that's very little Spanish, So I would say this to you as we end the program is Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. All right. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate this. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for listening to another awareness session on Community Focus. My name is Dr. Waddell Brooks Sr., your host.